Hello everyone, welcome back to another pickups video. Amanda and I had a bit of a date day today, went out to lunch and went to a couple of places that are far out of the way that we have liked going to in the past, but haven't been in at least a year or more. And first stop, we went and found a couple of LaserDisc and VHS tape, and then we found some action figures, some Star Trek figures at a new place that we have been meaning to go to for, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years and just have never managed to go to. It's very out of the way, and we decided to check that out. First off, we found a couple of LaserDiscs from the LaserDisc collection, the French language horror film from 1960, The Eyes Without a Face. Really happy to add another LaserDisc collection disc to the LaserDisc collection because I only have one other one. It's just not something I come across very often, and of course, if I come across a Peter Sellers, I gotta grab that. This is a very funny film. Peter Sellers in I Love You, Alice Be Talkless, which I have on a Warner Archive DVD, but really cool to get on LaserDisc. A funny film with Peter Sellers. And then we looked through a lot of the VHS, and they had mostly, it was more of like a horror selection. That was the majority of stuff that was there. But I found a few interesting things mixed in with the TV shows. First, we have from the original Battlestar Galactica, Lost Planet of the Gods, which, if I had to pick a favorite episode of the original series, this might be it. They had a couple of different ones, and I decided to go ahead and grab this one because that would be just a fun one to watch on VHS. And then for Lex, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, I have, of course, that beautiful LaserDisc box set, which might be my favorite thing in the LaserDisc collection. I only have one random VHS tape, but over the years, that's all I found. But here, we have Eating Pattern. So that was really cool to find a Lex VHS tape, not something I run across very frequently. And then went to a store called Retro and Rad, which is a while away from us, and we've known about it and have been wanting to go and just haven't because of it's just not really near a lot of stuff. But went and found a bunch of Star Trek figures, and they were all really cheap, which is great. Ambassador Kalar, still with her card. There's a variety of different accessories, some have and some didn't, but for the price they were great. She's in really good condition, that was the other thing. And this Commander Riker, I was excited to get this exact one because this was the one that I had, the main one that I had as a kid from the TNG line. And we have Tosk, some early DS9, one of the first life forms to come from the Gamma Quadrant. And then with her base and everything and accessory, I think she's only missing like one accessory, but Lieutenant Savick. And this was always a great episode of TNG with Geordi being transformed into an alien life form. As well as a few boxed figures. We have a Jake Sisko from the first line of Deep Space Nine action figures. Edith Keeler from City on the Edge of Forever, one of the greatest episodes of television in general. And I've never had one of the action figures from the original Season 1 line of Star Trek figures before I went to Playmates. And so, even though the card's a little beat up, whatever, find this Geordi LaForge. That was a fantastic grab because I never had these. I always started with the Playmates figures, never had on the Season 1 figures, so that was really cool. And then, in the box still, the TNG era tricorder. Go ahead and pull that out. Has the little clip on the back and fold out. That's really cool. And I would have loved this. I never had the tricorder, I had the phaser and a couple other things, but yeah, I had a full uniform dressed as Worf for Halloween, and that would have been really cool to have as a kid, but it's really fun to have now and it would look cool on display. I love these Playmates Star Trek stuff. So it was a very fun day and lots of cool stuff. I'm glad we got to visit a couple places we don't normally go to.